President of the Fijian Teachers Association, Mr. Netani Rovesi, Honorable Minister for Fisheries and Forests, Mr. Alitiamba Nivalu, members of the Diplomatic Corps, the executive members of the Fijian Teachers Association, school principals, school heads, teachers and educators, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may Sambul render a warm welcome to you all. I am deeply honored to be here this afternoon among esteemed guests and educators to deliver the keynote address at the 90th Fijian Teachers Association Delegates Conference. I am humbled to be invited to be part of this important event, and I express my sincere acknowledgement to the members of the Executive Board of the Fijian Teachers Association and to the members of the organizing committee. This year's theme of the conference is in the Tauke language. Allow me to briefly address my thoughts in vernacular before I continue. Tomanda wea wawina tabi kemnina leni matambo songo tauke ni kasuli tauke ana no ni visireti vea una kadio sangabulu ni embaki ni no ni bosile wa embaki. Kamaru te vea un windolava no bosongo bora tendo to kona tu tarsara walebu. Na viva ulidi che non tumbele ora non ti soluzione. Me pakani indusi ni bosongo nambutu mawe soluzione vage che na dawi sausau. E vama tata tabi che na sala muni muria che na bua ni no muni vinkarabi. Wablu na walebu na no muni alande na ngone ni rende ni sengi ni abulati wara rawa e cambi mi tigo weekend na bosota na lutua. Kaba usivi no nonda viukani te kenda mawinaga kena tamanda sa del sada. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for indulging me in your time to share a few sentiments in the Tauke language. When I was approached to be a speaker at the 90th Fijian Teachers Association Delegates Conference, my acceptance was immediate. The education of our children and youth and education in general is a subject that I'm very, very passionate about. In this era where young minds are surrounded by plethora of social ills, peer influences, illegal substance, cyberbullying, it is befitting as educators and guardians to share experiences and lessons on constructive disciplinary strategies. The Executive Board of the Fijian Teachers Association and the organizing committee of this year's Delegates Conference have selected an Tauke theme, Butu Mawe, Solosolowake, Kenadawi Sausau. The theme is three-pronged. For your benefit, allow me to explain each of the three parts within the context of this conference. Butu Mawe essentially refers to the following of footprints in those who have preceded us as educators, taking life's lessons and validating the values that nurture and encourage the wholesome development of our students and our children. Solosolowaki. When we talk about the spirit of Solosolowaki, we are talking about collaboration, working together to achieve mutual goals. Traditionally, Solosolowaki remains a form of resolving family or community responsibilities. Dawi Sausau refers to achievements, setting new benchmarks and challenging ourselves to achieve higher. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I wish to acknowledge and thank all the past and present educators, teachers, head teachers, and principals who have had and continue to add significant value to the quality of education and for inspiring the students who always reach for greater heights. These have undoubtedly contributed to the quality of life for the students and their respective families. The founding 20 members of the Fijian Teachers Association realized in 1934 of the necessity to establish an institution to guide the needs of Fijian educators. It was originally known as the Fijian Native Teachers Association, or Itauke Only Institution. A change in the name in the 1990s to its current title also meant significant transition, permitting membership of the non-Tauke educators, thus promoting inclusivity and diversity within the association. As the agency evolved, so has educational reforms and policies that now form the framework of our nation's education system. With a national development plan under the coalition government, we look forward to further uplifting of the teaching profession. I urge you all to actively participate in the development of our nation, guided by the pillars of the Sustainable Development Goals, especially Goal 4 on education, as well as your commitment to achieving national targets. Educators, I speak to you as an Itauke and as a proud son of a school teacher, my late adopted mother, Ms. Maivalili. I was brought up in an environment steeped in discipline. I was taught to value time, to respect my elders, to observe, to listen, to make right decisions, and to do things without being reciprocated or complimented. My mother was a true disciplinarian. In retrospect, I believe that the discipline in my formative years molded me into my role as a traditional leader, secondly, as a leader of the nation. On that note, I commend all teachers who are mothers and guardians, who nurture their children in a gravely systematic environment. I relate to you my experience because the element of respect between educators and students, especially among the Itauke today, is declining. It must be urgently addressed if we want to produce leaders in our communities, youth groups, churches, and professional space. The power of education cannot be understated. It is a catalyst for transformative change. The sustainability and prosperity of the Vanua, our nation, our communities, and our families is dependent on the quality of instruction, both formal and informal, including innate values of compassion instilled in our children and youth. Let me remind you, as educators, you are an extension of the home, reinforcing the teachings instilled from parents. The presence and influence of illicit drugs in our schools is a challenge not encountered when the association was established. It is imperative that the association broadens its scope and support systems and engage proactively with external networks to arrest the surge of such influences. Working in silos or in isolation is not an option. We need to work together and to fight this fight together for our children. Ladies and gentlemen, I commend the executive members of the Fijian Teachers Association, as well as 4,600 plus multi-ethnic members, for your continued knowledge sharing, guided by your constitution and mission statements. I encourage you to integrate learnings from the past into your forward pathways, Mutumawe. Foster meaningful collaborations among yourselves with government, relevant and external agencies, and set benchmarks that facilitate and empower our growth and the resurgence of wholesome education in our schools for the betterment of our children and our nation. While you celebrate the past, also embrace the changes and dialogue on how you, as educators, can empower our children to take ownership of their learning experience, anchored in tradition, spiritual growth, and modern thought. I wish you all a productive conference as you set your benchmarks for this 90th anniversary. May God bless you all, and may God bless Fiji. Pinasarvali.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. We will now invite His Excellency, the President of Fiji, Wiliame, Maivalili, Katonivere, to please unveil the plaque for the 90th anniversary. Thank you, sir. We will now invite our choir to sing the 90th anniversary song. Thank you. Thank you. Please be seated. We shall now invite our chief guest, His Excellency, to please cut our 90th anniversary cake. And also we invite the former presidents who are here, if they can come up to do the honors with our national president and our current president and FDA. While the cake is being cut, may I request the choir to sing "We Have Come a Long Way."